Hello and welcome back to the Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium, where we have good news in this Dutch-Bangla Bank Test Series between Bangladesh and New Zealand. Here on day 3, the sun has broken out and the play is about to just start very, very soon. Coming out to the field for start of play on day 3 gives me an opportunity to say just about right. Good morning still to HD Ackerman.
Well, I suppose I can say good morning and good afternoon wherever you are watching. We've got some sorting out to do because New Zealand are in a real spot to bother at 55 for 5 on a surface that's been very, very difficult for batting. Variable bounce, lots of spin. There's even been a little bit of seam movement when we have seen.
So what kind of effect? We'll soon find out. Soon as Tajul Islam sort of starts his deliveries, and will New Zealand trailing by 117 runs with 5 wickets in hand, and straight away pressure on the batters. Oh, I'm sure didn't know how to play that ball, beat him. There's the last ball of Tajul's over, which was left incomplete. Oh, short, and he got onto that very, very nicely. There's cover in the deep. They amble a single to finish that over, which is the 13th. Still a little tuck around the corner, but it was from the reaction of the players. Seemed to be in the air for a while.
Seen some wonderful catching close in already during this test match. Shout out to Sain. I think that short leg took a beauty to get rid of Kane Williamson, that one between his legs.
Down the wicket, he's making his intentions quite clear. That is a good way of going about it. As HD was saying, you just cannot afford to hang back and allow the bowlers to dominate. And that is a lovely looking shot. Look at him using the depth of the crease, really timing it and placing it very well to get the first boundary of today.
Well, it wasn't Phillips that used his feet the previous delivery, but this is what using the feet can do. Now Mahedi Miraj just drags it back ever so slightly. It's composed enough to put it away for a boundary. Phillips.
Once again, a little bit of a tangle, cramped him for space as he just adjusted the length of that ball. Oh, that's hands on head. It said that he might try the variations and almost crept through.
Just a little inside edge.
Oh, this time he just managed to get back. Been a wonderful mix from Tajul Islam.
Such a dangerous bowler to try and play the square cut too, because he doesn't bowl balls that are that short to cut. And what tends to happen is you feel, oh, it's short enough, you rock back, and it's the one that goes straight on.
This time, a lot more confident in playing that away into the deep. On the short side, and as I speak, that's clouded away. That's a great shot. Just in the slot, and it went all the way for a boundary.
This is the aggression that New Zealand want to show, but he doesn't get this. This hits right near the toe of the bat and only just gets over the man in the deep at deep mid-wicket. For a moment, he thinks he's in the game, but then it bounces.
Absolute control. This time, that's a superlative strike. That is a delightful one, threading the needle through covers for 4 runs.
Very strong leg-sided field, so Mahedi Miraj wants to bowl the ball outside off stump. He can't afford to be too full. It's a lovely stroke from Phillips. The field is set for Miraj to bowl the ball fairly straight.
Again short, again allowing the batter to rock back and just single. Tape around a bit. Oh, that's a beauty. once again that little bit of a drift in and that turn and bounce.
What about this for a take by Nurul Hassan? I mean, this bounces and spins a long way. And he takes that above shoulder height. That's exceptional wicket keeping.
Bounce off the track. Oh, goes big time. Catch it is the call. No one's going to catch that because it's going to sail away. And that is a very brave strike, a great strike.
These are the one-day skills coming out here from Phillips. Men back, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. But he says, you know what, if I middle it, it doesn't matter if you're on the boundary. I'll hit it over.
Try something different. This is down the leg side, just erring in length, allowing him to swivel around and tumbling around as Shariful did very well. Just the line, I think Mehdi Hasan Miraj struggling a little bit, most of them sort of pitching initially on the stumps and then...
He has really enjoyed playing against Mehdi Hasan Miraj. 23 runs of 4.
Who's been steady. On occasions there have been some short, but there is cover in the deep.
That's the stroke that
There's well, an attempted sort of, this is more like a paddle and the lap or whatever you mentioned earlier, and that got him the single to finish the over.
Chance? No. Mitchell is unmoved.
Of you hear 2 sounds, and he's taken that review.
Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. I can see big gap between ball, bat or gloves. Original decision not out. Pitching in line. Impact outside. Can you go back on field, please? Call your on screen, make a signal, please.
So the... use that edge. Was trickling away, but there is a fielder coming through. A couple of runs taken, but not in the most convincing manner.
The way that he's played that stroke, that's how I think you need to play on this pitch, rather than play the square cut.
But they've been frustrated. That induced the edge. That's just past the fielder. Did he give a hand to that one? Close call, but he survives.
Again, it's a shot from Glenn Phillips. And he's taking on the bowlers. No matter if you bring in the change, it's a new bowler, Naeem Hassan. And he's been greeted with the maximum of the very first ball that he faces. Good afternoon, Shaman Noy.
Yes, it is his second 6 today, of the day, off and off spinner. The previous one was of Mehdi Hasan Miraj, this time Naeem Hassan greeted. Good afternoon, Ata bhai.
This is good batting. This is really good batting. I think Bangladesh didn't... and what it does, it just forces the bowlers to change the line and length when you see that aggressive mindset from one of the batters on the Bangladesh. This time it goes down the wicket. Dal Mitchell might be in trouble. Oh, what a catch, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. That is a spectacular catch. He had to run to his left and he had to run backwards. But that is one of the best we've seen so far in this test match. And everybody is running towards him. Why not? What a catch.
Speak of effort, speak of commitment. Daryl Mitchell wanted to join in on the party with Glenn Phillips. Took the bottom hand off, but he ran a long way, did Mehdi Hasan Miraj, and rolled over and make sure that he had secured the ball within his hands. Mitchell, he has to go. The first wicket this afternoon, Daryl Mitchell goes for 18.
Magnificent. Through the covers for a single. Work so hard on their fielding. And I'm sure the fielding coach. And he's taking his chances. He needs to be careful here. This is the last ball of the previous over. Pitched outside the leg stump, so he was okay. But had that turned a little bit more, let's go 172. Oh, edge straight into the hands. Lovely delivery. Beautiful piece of bowling from Naeem Hassan. And he picks up another wicket.
As they say, sometimes one gets two. You bring on Naeem Hassan and he gets two in 2 overs. This is brilliant. Coming round the wicket to the left-hander Santner. Pitching around middle and off, and massive turn. Getting the outside edge. Was a simple catch for Nazmul Hussain Shanto in the slip cotton. New Zealand, they've lost their 7th. Santner departs for 1.
It looks like it's going to be a low-scoring affair, so it's important these runs for New Zealand. 98 for 7.
Inside edge. It'll most likely run off to the boundary. Fortunate on that occasion was Jamieson.
That one turn and inside edge goes fine. A boundary which brings up the 100 for New Zealand. A little bit quicker, but nicely played. Yeah, anything on the offside, easy to pick up. Yeah, once in a while you're looking to big shot, to play that shot, and look at that go. Again, from the meaty part of the bat, and he's gone the distance. Another 6 from the bat of Glenn Phillips.
Just slightly overpitched, and he's quick to get to the pitch of the ball. Just hammered it, had enough elevation, got underneath it, and sweet connection for a maximum, and moves on to 47, does Glenn Phillips.
And he had to make sure that he goes over the top. This time it's a short ball, and with that boundary he will pick up his second test 50.
51, a quick fire 51 for Glenn Phillips, and so important for the Black Caps. Rightly applauded in the dugout. 51 of just 38, gets the outside edge. Ball just straightening a bit, didn't rise up as much. Applauded by the captain Tim Southee and Kane Williamson.
Tijul continues. Oh, has that just gone through?
Zakir Hassan at the silly point of Tijul's bowling. In the air for a bit. Dropped short.
He's played that nicely. He's looking to come back for the second, and Phillips says no. Again, an outside edge into the gap. This should go to the boundary. It does.
As things go quiet, it just seemed as it was more deliberate from Glenn Phillips. The shot played it late. There was hardly any protection in that area. Third was very close. Just needed to find the gap, and he did. And gets another boundary.
He tosses it up, it's in the air, but he will pick up a single and he will keep the strike. New Zealand move.
Oh, his song is bad at that one. It's gone past the infield. Chase on. It's struck truly, and it's reached the boundary. Good strike to finish the over. A little bit of a checkup. Saw him. Just have a look at this last ball of the last over.
Yeah, nice from Jamieson. He's taken his front foot out of the line of the ball, giving himself just a little bit of width to work from. Tijul's overpitched that, but it's a result of Jamieson going back.
Oh, clouted away once again. Oh, just about stopped that. Once again, this time he had that time to rock back on the back foot and get a meaty part of the bat. Timed it well. little annoyed with himself, I think, Tajul. But 4 delightful runs.
That almost looks like the same sort of length that he went forward to and played and missed at. This occasion, maybe learning from it, Jameson, realising that if he does play back, doesn't get too far back, that's quite a full ball. That's almost 3/4 of the way at the stump. Gives himself a bit of room as well. Gets outside that leg stump. Excellent. Don't worry about getting bowled.
He's doing that so well, just wide of the fielder. And he's going to make its way into the deep. There is some cover, and they get a couple. This is good batting from Kyle Jamieson. 9 from the...
This is beautifully placed by Glenn Phillips. Effortless. It looked like it was just going to be one, but the power of the man and placement. Brilliant shot from Phillips.
Extraordinary, the manner in which he's garnered his runs. They've been proper shots. Just waits, a little bit of turn. Comfortable enough. Takes his left leg away, makes the space, and hits it with... Oh, he goes over the top. And that's gone a long, long way. 50 partnership with that maximum. Brilliant.
Glenn Phillips is batting with some confidence out there. He opens the shoulders now. Doesn't matter if there's a player back. He says, I'm going to go up and over. Bang, 6. He's into his work.
Sure is. Belligerent hitting. Looks so pretty when they play the shots at, but the manner, I mean, you've got to give it to Phillips. Manner in which he's not really been bothered right from the word go. Oh, yes, and gone. That's the one. He's just fending at it. Just a half-cock thing. It just didn't go through with the shot. Gets the edge, and the sharp cuts taken in the slips.
Well, it's a change in rhythm. Change in mental approach for batters. They've been facing spin for so long. This partnership's been 55. Shariful's brought on. Great change from the captain, Shanto, because it's produced this. A little tickle and a change in pace for the game. Shanto, who's brilliant in Sylhet, does it once again. Kyle Jamieson was looking good. He's got to go for 20.
Well, that's clouted over the top. That's gone for 4 runs. It was short. He was asking for punishment, and he was ready to oblige.
Well, Southee had his first sighter, and he thought, well, if he bowls another one like that, I'm going to have a go at it. And this time it just sits up. Shows you that that is not the length on this wicket. Sits up. It's very easy for Southee to just put away. He goes airborne over mid-on.
The ODI type of batting. Nice, controlled shot.
Well, the field is just totally spread for Phillips.
Goes long and high and handsome into the stands. Well, it's not Phillips, it's Southee getting the maximum.
Well, he's taken a leaf out of Glenn Phillips's book. Anything full. Southee's a powerful hitter. It was on leg stump. There was a gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. Commonly known as cow corner, this one.
That's nice. That's a manner in which he hangs back, takes his left leg away and plays it for a single. Simple, maybe even 2, because it played wide of the fielder at long off. These are important runs, getting closer and closer.
Short ball pulled away. Don't bother running. That's a boundary.
He's middled it. Key part of this innings has been that he's been confident, quick to read the lengths, and got it off the middle of the bat through mid-wicket for 4.
A top shot.
Moves the front leg away, is in the air, but away from that fielder. Will get some runs, Tim Southee. Good delivery, rising up.
But they've gone upstairs.
Ball is close to the bat to confirm ultra edge, please. Keep rolling, flat line, flat line. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can you go back on field, please? Rod, stay with your original not out decision. You are on screen, make a signal, please.
Nicely played. It was angled in. Just use the pace of the ball and it runs away for 4.
Yeah, full credit to Glenn Phillips here. Throughout this innings, he's played some magnificent shots. Yes, he's taken few chances, but whenever there is an opportunity, he's grabbed it with both hands. That is a lovely flick and a powerful one, which goes to the boundary ropes.
This time he gets the edge. And Nur Hassan Chauhan takes it. Shoriful celebrates. They've got the wicket they're looking for and deny the 100 to Glenn Phillips.
Really good comeback. I don't know what's happening here. I think he's pointing out to somebody might have been just in front of the side screen, but he has to go. It's a genuine nick, and then the keeper does the rest. Not of a head from Glenn Phillips. It's just a hint of movement. That is a really good delivery. Good comeback from Shoriful Islam. After being hit for a boundary, he picks up the wicket, an all-important wicket of Glenn Phillips. Gone for 87.
Nigel, this is in the air. Should be the wicket. And yes, Mehdi Hasan Miraz doesn't miss those. This is the last wicket. And the red and green, they celebrate.
Yeah, finally, Taijul Islam manages to pick up a wicket on day 3. 125 runs and 5 wickets. This is how it all ended for the Black Caps. Turn, trying to play, heave it on the onside, gets the top edge, and Mehdi Hasan Miraj does the rest. Takes another one. Took a beauty early on, and the fans realizing the fact that this is can turn out to be a very special test match. Can go either way, but New Zealand bowled out for 180.
Leading 87 of 72. Quick fire, aggressive batting. Kyle Jamieson contributing. Very important 20 runs of 28. And Taijul 3 for 64. And Naeem Hassan 2 for 21 was the one to get the breakthroughs earlier today. And New Zealand lead by 8 runs. Bangladesh winning the toss, scoring 172, and New Zealand 180. So we've got a test match in our hands. It's just day 3. It's going to be tea, and we're going to be back in a short while. Be with us.
Hello and welcome back to the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. Next phase of play in the Dutch Bangla Bank series, Bangladesh versus New Zealand. It's pretty much even Stevens at the end of the first innings on both sides. Just a lead of 8 runs. Look at the scorecard, really nothing to write home about till that absolutely brilliant 87 of 72 balls from Glenn Phillips, who turned things around for New Zealand and enabled them to take a lead in the first innings. Shoriful brought in late today, but eventually getting a couple of wickets for 15 runs. 3 wickets shared by Mehdi Hasan Miraj and Taijul Islam, and a couple for Naeem Hassan.
Slightly disappointed with that. New Zealand will probably be very happy in the position that they're in, because at the start of the day it wasn't looking as pretty as it is now.
Yeah, not even at the start of the day. At one point in time, they were 97 for 7. At a time, the weather conditions, the pitch conditions, all adding to something negative for the batters. And the batters now for Bangladesh have got to batten down. And his partner, Mahmood Gul Hassan Joy, will be trying to just get a feel of things early on, and straight away with the 2 paces.
Left arm over pace. Yeah, this is unusual. Doesn't happen. I mean, it just shows you how foreign these conditions are for New Zealand. I mean, I can't think of a time I played domestic cricket or cricket in New Zealand where you'll open up with a spinner. Difficult. Oh, that one just going straight on, and that's the danger. Luckily getting just the inside edge of the willow and off the mark, Mamadou.
In a very streaky manner, to say the least. He's playing for a little bit of turn. It held its line. Maybe just that edge saved him. It was headed for that gap between bat and bat.
Well, AJ's will be interested because there was a little sneaky gap there. Could have parked her.
Oh, that's been held. He's got him on the second grab. Just a little poke outside and straight to the fielder. That is a great take, and the reflex action in getting a grab. Second bite at the cherry.
Well, this time there is sharp turn. You mentioned that previous delivery just slid on. Now it's sharp turn. And Joy has a little nibble at it, and so does Daryl Mitchell. Well held in the end. Doesn't matter how you get them. Ajaz Patel, he's all pumped up. It's a spin wicket, and that's exactly what Tim Southee's done. Joy goes for 2.
Down the leg side, that allowed the fine sweep. It will bring some relief with that boundary early on in the over.
Yeah, we'll call this a loosener. Just maybe slightly down leg side. Zakir Hassan deciding to get, let's have a look at the line here. Yeah, that's outside leg. It's identified the line early, got down on one knee. Brilliant, off the mark.
Go, slang!
Just the approach of the batters. I know they won't be in a similar frame of mind like Glenn Phillips. The shots, and whenever it's down the leg side, though it's in the air, he's going to fall safe. He is not in control at all with that shot.
Zakir Hassan is a good test for him here, because he's been out to left arm spin 3 times. Previous innings, he came down the wicket. He was looking to be very aggressive. And fascinating to see his game plan.
Nice. Just a little push and run.
Yeah, it is. It's become a one-innings game, but it's also become a game where you look at the players that have been successful.
The bowlers. Oh, that almost slid through. Almost a grass cutter. What do you do with that? Tried to just come down quickly on that one.
Wow. Look at this.
More doubt. You're right. It's not easy to live with that. I tell you what. Again, down the leg side now. Didn't get a bit of bat. I suspect it may be the pad. Gone for runs. Wait and see if there's a signal. There is a signal for a leg by.
You heard something there, Shamim.
Again, this is the area that Sangha wants to avoid. Is just allowing the batter to swivel round and pick a spot and get the 4 runs.
Yeah, good judgment from Zakir. It wasn't that short, but it was just short enough. Short player. See how he just swivels back, gets low. Hits it into that vacant square leg area. Now Satnam will have to adjust, get fuller. Will Zakir Hassan use it?
Well controlled, just tucked it round the corner and ambled the single.
Wonder if judgment of length is a little bit easier the shorter you are, but
Sweep has employed that to a nicety in the previous test match. You're just talking about shorter and taller batters. I think one disadvantage you, as a
forward or back to it.
Well, he has taken that attacking attitude, and that has worked for one of the New Zealand batters, Phillips, and now Nagmal Hussain Shanton, no doubts in his mind. He saw the length, read the length, just hit that over car corner for a very good-looking boundary.
Yeah, you're right, Shamim. He identified the length early, sign of a quality player.
Uses the depth very well too. backed away and found some open space for him to garner a couple of runs to finish the over.
Right. Oh, bit of bounce from Southey. That one really reared up. Good energy, 134 k's an hour.
Yeah, not the paciest, but it seemed that it was going quicker than that, didn't it? Just that shortness of the length that's really making it go past the rib cage. A little awkward to just gauge the bounce. Saw Shariful extracting some bounce when he bowled earlier today. And Tim Southey is just...
And there it is. First runs off Southey's test match to Zakir Hassan.
Now who put the mockers on him? Ken Williamson doesn't look too happy, just short enough for him to stand his ground. He just didn't have to do much, just rode that bounce very well. The way he angled the bat down, played it into the ground and into the... Nice, eased into that shot.
It's on the wicket.
Oh, that was one that went on with the arm. Missed the bat, missed the keeper and went for 4 by-runs. Very, very fortuitous for the batter. Didn't know very much about it.
Well, you always know when the keeper misses it that it's tough. Oh, it just went straight. I think Tom Blundell was almost half expecting him to edge it. It's missed everything. Batter, keeper, Ajaz Patel. He was hoping for a little nibble.
And then he bowls one a little wider, allows the batter to cut it square in the process. This is good from Bangladesh, just milking the runs, not allowing pressure to be built.
Yeah, it's good from them because they're using their feet in a positive way.
There's deviating down the leg side, he's tickled it away. Big shout, who's going down the leg side, is there?
To the 2 left-handers. See a puff of dust that's going down the leg side, I think. Looks a lot better than it does.
He keeps on angling the balls, and this time round, once again, a little bit of good fortune. He's tried to tickle it around the corner, could have gone anywhere. Saudi a little annoyed that he didn't get some more success out of that.
Well, this time, once again, surprisingly, a lot of bounce. Wrapping the batter, Shanto, high up on the bat, the shoulder of the bat, almost near the gloves. Fortuitous for him, doesn't go into the gloves of Blundell.
Look, it wasn't really short either. It was pretty much a... Oh, that almost crept through. Just looking around, where has it gone? Luckily not to the stumps.
Well, another one just back of a length. Look at that. The splice of the bat. Don't use your hands. Use your feet.
Oh, the bat. Now, he's gone. He's just tried to take the attack. He's just getting a little bogged down, got that little bit of injury. He tried to hit his way out of trouble, but instead he's landed straight into trouble. Lost his wicket.
Well, it's the captain, Najmazul Hussain Shanto, who batted so well in Sylhet. He's just dropped the knee. He's tried to be aggressive. Gutsy shot on this pitch where there's a bit of variable bounce. It's high up on the bat, and Southey will captain to captain. Southey is victorious. Shanto goes for 15.
Cuts it around the corner, doesn't get a run. Wicket taking over completed. It's 38 for 2.
But the umpires have decided that, yeah, they will stop play due to bad light. But this match is turning out to be a very, very good one. Bangladesh in reply in the second innings.
Thank you, Atta. 1 for Ajaz and 1 for Southey before the the umpires felt that the light was too bad too.
Well, that's where the match stands. This can go either way. Bangladesh lead by 30 runs, 8 wickets in hand, and New Zealand will bat last on this surface.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T-Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.